What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And I was watching a clip of some guy on TV. He's a commentator. I don't know his name. I couldn't catch it. They didn't have it at the bottom, so I couldn't see it. I know he was on a Fox show, and then I think he's either on CNN, maybe MSNBC. Light-skinned dude, got the fine hair, you know what I'm saying? Black people back in the day would call that good hair. Girl, he got that good hair. He must have Indian in his blood. Yeah, he got that fine hair, even though he's losing it, older man. But nonetheless, he was talking about how he often gets told while just walking down the street to go back to his country. And he said, and my white friends can't understand that. And then on another show, he's talking about, yeah, on Twitter and when he's walking down the street. And I just have a question for him. Are you blacker than me? I'm just saying. See, all the black people that's running around that is jumping on the bandwagon, and I'm talking about especially the ones that are in the media and the Democrats who are just coming up with these narratives that they're often victims of racism and these statements and things like that. And I'm thinking to myself, most of them don't fit the profile of a black person who would even be in the atmosphere to receive that type of statement or comment. They all live in nice liberal areas. Most of them are wealthy enough to where they can get away from the riffraff, you know what I mean? Not to mention, if you live in a liberal area, there's a very, very remote chance of anybody calling you a racist name or saying something like, go back to your country. Not to mention this guy said oftentimes. Now, I'm thinking, if anybody would invoke that type of anger and statement just because they're black, it wouldn't be this guy. I mean, he could pass for Indian. He could pass for half white and black. Me, you can't mistake it. I am a black man, big, bald-headed black man, okay? Got the black voice. I don't come here talking like Carlton from Will. Hey, Will, you know, not unusual to be loved by you. Nope, don't fit that profile. Nothing, okay? And I've traveled, been around the world, and can't find no racism. So now, I go into all of these areas. I'm around white people all the time. I travel to different states. I've been to different countries. And I have never had a white person say, go back to where you came from. So you're telling me that this guy that was on TV talking about oftentimes, people say, go back to your country, go back to where you came from. And I'm thinking, where are you? Where do you travel? I want to go to the neighborhoods that are saying these things in bulk, because that's what he's making it seem like. There's this place, I guess, where he just decides, well, I've been walking my dog. I'm going to continue living in that area, being subjected to all of this outward racism. I'm going to be living like in a small town in Florida in maybe 1902, where it was just isolated from everybody else in a small town. I walked down to the store, the Frigidaire, go in the Frigidaire to buy some things. And then there's these white people just sitting out on rocking chairs, and I look at that boy walking there, thinks he's highfalutin. Hey boy, you need to go back to where you came from. All of that stuff. Is that the era he's living in? And if it is, why not pack your stuff up and move to a place where you don't have to be subjected all the time to people yelling and saying, go back to where you came from. You mean to tell me, as a reporter, they're saying this to you all the time while you're walking your dog, and you're not running to CNN and dragging them and their camera crew back down to the neighborhood, knocking on these people's door? Excuse me, did you tell this guy to go back to where he came from? You mean to tell me you're not doing that? It's not newsworthy? If that really happened to this man, do you know how many cameras would be in that neighborhood? Every time somebody said that to him, he would be taking pictures of them on his phone, saying, this man right here just told me to go back to where I came from. But he didn't. I wonder why. Could it be that it's expedient for him to come up with these narratives, even though they're not true, because of what Trump just implied about a week or two ago in his tweet? My gut tells me he's piggybacking off of that. And he's trying to stir up the pot. See, he's stirring up the pot. That's what he's doing. Coming up with some garbage like, oh, all the time. I hear it all the time. And you're not blacker than me, man. Nothing about you would even invoke a white person to feel threatened or feel like, man, when I see this guy, just from sight alone, it invokes hate and racism in me. I was like, hey, man, why don't you just go back to your country? All right? Are you driving through their neighborhoods, car riding by with the booming system? Are you just making noise pollution? I mean, are you grilling out all the time with your friends in your backyard playing loud rap music all night? Something like that? I don't think that's your profile. I don't think you're that guy that don't have a screen in your front door, you know what I'm saying? Don't have air conditioning, have your fan in the window blowing out, you know, stuff like that. You know, walking through the grass and lawn, things like that. No, I don't think that that's his profile that would make these people, for whatever reason, say, go back to where you came from. You're not a big threatening black man. You're not even, and I'm not even talking about skin color, but look, see, with him, I'm like, is he from India? What is he, man? I don't know what he quite is. He just can't really put a finger on it. Me, if anybody was to just be identified as a black man to where they say, that guy is a brother and he needs to go back to where he came from, it would be me, not him. You're not blacker than me. All these people out here talking about, I've been attacked by racism and all these bad comments, and I have never, you're not out blacking me. I have never had nobody do that. The worst words that's come to me was from black people saying, you a sellout, you Uncle Tom, you this and this and that. I haven't had white people coming up to me saying none of this stuff. So where's it all coming from? Are y'all just all blacker than me? Maybe I'm walking around like that character off of David Chappelle where he didn't know he was a black man. I don't know. But last I checked, looked pretty dark. I'm just saying. So where's all this racism? I've hunted for it. I walk around going into white areas like, okay, maybe today be my day to experience some real victimization here. I might just be called a something, anything. Just give me a little smidge of racism that I can run around. But they did it, y'all. Y'all was right. It's racism everywhere, man. It's crazy in these streets, but it ain't happening. So what are y'all talking about? Yeah, nothing. Nonsense. You've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Don't forget to check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30 live on YouTube and also on my radio blog talk show. Check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. You will dig the products. Click on it. Up to Sunday, you can get free shipping. And if you put my name in the promo code, you get a 20% discount. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. They've been demonetizing me real heavy. So this one will probably be demonetized. So if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom. Feel free to do that. And find me on Facebook and on Twitter. And we'll see you next time in Kevin's Corner. Let me look over my shoulder for the racism, because word on the street is everywhere. Maybe I ain't black enough. I might have to tan a little bit. You know, I'm about to hit another vacation. I'm just lay out, get real dark. Maybe that might be black enough to where all of these white nationalists and racists might see me and be like, now that's a real black man. Go on now, get on back to your own country. I have a place over here. Don't you drink out that fountain either, okay? Yours is around back. All right, God bless you. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.